As the nation waits for the results of the 2024 presidential election, many are speaking out about their confidence in election integrity and non-citizens voting. In fact, according to Pew Research, only 35% of Trump supporters are confident that non-citizens will be stopped from voting, as compared to 87% for Harris supporters. In addition, only 30% of Trump supporters have confidence that access for people who are not legally able to vote will be blocked. Much of the concern comes from states around the nation finding thousands of non-citizens on the voter rolls and the federal government's pushback when they try to remove those non-citizens. In Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin found 1,600 people who identified themselves as non-citizens on the rolls. When he tried to remove those ineligible voters, he was sued by the Biden-Harris administration, and a judge ordered the names to remain. However, Youngkin appealed to the Supreme Court, who ruled to reinstate Youngkin's non-citizen voter purge, a ruling touted as an election integrity victory by Republicans. In the battleground state of Arizona, 218,000 registered voters were discovered to be potentially non-citizens, which is more than double the amount that was initially reported by officials a month prior. Oregon elections officials said they removed more than 1,200 people from the state's voter rolls after discovering that they did not provide proof of U.S. citizenship when they were registered to vote. In Colorado, at least a dozen mail-in ballots were stolen, fraudulently filled out, and submitted for the November 5th election, 33% of which made it past officials and will be counted in the vote total. 2 counties in Pennsylvania received thousands of fraudulent voter registration forms and mail-in ballot applications. In Michigan, a Chinese citizen illegally cast their ballot, and those are just a few of the many cases that are raising concerns among citizens. Meanwhile, states like Florida and Texas had to file lawsuits against the Biden-Harris administration after the feds refused to provide information it has about the non-citizens who may be illegally registered to vote in the states. There are 450,000 potential non-citizens on the rolls in Texas. Also, the controversy surrounding voter ID laws are sparking a lack of confidence in election integrity, as the ACLU has filed lawsuits against states like New Hampshire, who require ID to vote, and governors like Gavin Newsom, who signed a law banning local governments from requiring people to show a valid form of identification in order to vote. And speculation continued to grow when Mike Johnson's SAVE Act, requiring proof of identification to vote in federal elections instead of just checking a box attesting to citizenship, was shut down by House Democrats. With all the discrepancies surrounding election integrity and the events of 2020 that delayed the counting of ballots, many voters feel the election should be decided as close to election day as possible, with 92% saying the outcome of the presidential race should be known within a day or two. It's not a topic that will decide the election, but it's one that's weighing heavy on the minds of Americans. In Dallas, Christina, Aguayo, Salem News Channel.